Happening now, timber is Georgia's biggest loss after Hurricane Michael came through. Agriculture Commissioner Gary Black says around 1 million acres were destroyed by the storm.
WGXA's Danielle Apolinar spoke with a forester in Baker County who explains just how big of a loss it is to the industry. Danielle.
Aaron and Nicole, the Georgia Forestry Commission says that Georgia is facing close to $400 million worth of damage when it comes to pine wood and hardwood. Now there's a huge amount of trees on the ground and not enough workers or time to get them all up.
And it's so scattered out, not all of this wood will be able to be gotten up.
The timber industry is another area Hurricane Michael hit hard. Forester Jacob Pascal says people in southwestern Georgia will feel Michael's impact for years to come.
It's really taken a lot of wood off the market, and most of it was this older, higher quality pine.
Mature timber like the trees you see here is typically sold for $40 a ton. Now Hurricane Michael is cutting that price down.
It's less value to the mills because it's been damaged. So you're already looking at half price with whatever you can get up now.
A lot of this down timber in Baker County will die and become useless.
We have 30 to 40 days before it's no good anymore.
This is the case for many areas in southwestern Georgia. Georgia Forestry Commission says Dougherty, Baker, and Calhoun counties were hit the hardest when it comes to hardwood timber.
I've never seen anything this widespread.
Pascal says some will end up being pulpwood, which sells for just $5 a ton. The biggest problem is how many trees came down.
There wasn't enough producers in the area anyway, enough loggers and enough truck drivers in the area anyway. And something like this, when it happens, it just compounds that.
He says right now mills in the area are at capacity with timber, so they can't bring any more in. As a result, mills could face problems in the future, especially because it takes at least 30 years for timber to mature.
Well, right now, everything's fine for their standpoint, but 30 to 40 days, it won't be. And for years to come, there will be a deficit.
Now all that timber that you saw in that video is typically used for housing structures, flooring, or plywood. Live in the control room, Danielle Apolinar, WGXA News.